Welcome to Super Elite Entertainment. This show is brought to you by Perez Tire Center, located at 72 Knowlton Street in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Aces Bail Bond, Yasmin Khan, quick response 24/7, easy payment 203-257-6228. Ramirez Spanish Restaurant, specializing in seafood y churrasco. Spark City Smoke and Vape Shop, located at 815 Lafayette Boulevard in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Evolution Sports Bar and Cafe, located at 1279 North Avenue in Bridgeport. Miranda & Sons Automotive, specializing in brakes, electrical system, diagnostic check, full general auto repairs. Contact Louis Miranda at Miranda & Sons. Bridgeport Auto Glass, 1227 Barnum Avenue in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Visit www.bridgeportautoglassshop.com. And finally, Moran Insurance Agencies, protecting your future. Call 203-864-6232 or visit www.moraninsuranceenagencies.com. What's up, you guys? Welcome to Super Elite Entertainment. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. We are here broadcasting from our amazing studio in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, downtown Bridgeport. And I want to welcome each and every one of you into the show tonight that's watching live, whether you're watching on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. We are on pretty much all the platforms that are out there right now live. And I also want to welcome you guys that are watching, or well, not watching, but listening to us on our podcast, whether it's Anchor, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts, or Republic Radio. I want to welcome all of you guys into the show tonight. It's such an honor and a privilege to be able to. It's such an honor and a privilege to be able to have you guys here with us tonight. So I hope you guys are having a good day. It's been a beautiful week. The weather has been outstanding, and listen, it's Tuesday night. You're out of work, you're at home, you're popping that bottle of champagne, that bottle of wine. Take a sip on it, sit back and enjoy yourself, because we're going to have an amazing show tonight with a really good friend of mine. His name, Hasain Sheikh. He is a business owner, an entrepreneur. He is a real estate investor. He flips houses. You name it, he does it. And he is here in the studio with us tonight, and we are going to have an amazing time. But before I jump into a commercial break, I want to give a big shout out to all of you essential workers who are out there working extremely hard on our behalf. You are out there, whether you're a mailman, a police officer, a truck driver, working at CVS, Walmart, whatever the case may be, and you are a essential worker. We take our hats off to you tonight, and we just say thank you for your willingness to risk your own health in order for us to get the essentials that we need. So with that said, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When I come back, I have Hasain Sheikh, known as Haz, in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, here with me in the studio when we come right back from this commercial break. Don't go anywhere, guys. Share this live broadcast into your timeline. Don't go anywhere.
Are you in good hands? In the Moran Insurance Agency, we are here to protect your future.
Come on, guys, join me. Let me show you around. It's all about protecting what's important to you. The Moran Agencies are here to protect your future. We are here to build a wall of protection around you and your family.
From your auto and life and retirement, the Moran Insurance Agency has you back. To protect your family from mayhem, please visit us at moraninsuranceenagencies.com.
Or give us a call at 203-864-6232.
Never been like live.
All right, you guys, and welcome back to Live with Jason Rodriguez. I'm the host of the show, and again, we're broadcasting from the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Listen, you guys, if you're watching live, I'm going to kindly ask you to please click that share button and share this live broadcast into your timeline so that other people who are out there that don't know who we are can, join us into the broadcast and be a part of what we have going on here today, especially those individuals who are aspiring real estate investors, entrepreneurs, someone who wants to open up a business, establish themselves in the community, whether it's a store, whether you want to flip houses or you want to rent out units, whatever the case may be. We're going to talk a little bit about all of those subjects tonight with Hasain Sheikh, known as Haz, who is here in the studio with me. All right, you guys. So without further ado, I'm gonna just pull you into the picture, Haz.
Let's do it.
I mean, I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready.
This.
And this is Mr. Haas right here.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
My brother, how you
It's a pleasure to be here, man. Thanks for having me here.
Definitely, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yes.
So, right off the rip, immediately, what I want you to do, Haas, is I want you to just give a brief introduction of yourself. Let the people know who you are. You don't got to go into all details about your trade and your business, but go for it.
Well, I'm Hasain Sheikh. I own a gas station in Bridgeport, Park City Gulf. You guys might know me from over there. I also I renovate and build houses. I've been into retail for pretty much like 15 years of my life. And that's what I do. I'm an entrepreneur. I was actually an entrepreneur before it was cool to be an entrepreneur. It was just something that I loved to do ever since I was like a young little kid. I used to look up to other businessmen and I used to be like, oh wow, like this is what I want to do when I grow up. And school was never really one of my things, and entrepreneurship was one of my things from like way back, you know what I mean? So my father, he is an entrepreneur and he built several businesses. He also owns a gas station in Bridgeport. I learned a lot from him. When I was younger, I used to go to his stores with him, and I learned a lot from there. And I just fell in love with, retail and customer service and building businesses and the whole concept of that. And I'm glad to be able to work on the things that I love, and I'm actually kind of good at it a little bit, I guess.
No, you're definitely good at it, man, and everyone in the city knows that you're good at it.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is because you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, you've been at it for a long time.
Yeah.
You're a real estate investor.
Yeah.
Have a lot of properties, you rent out a lot of units, you flip houses as well.
Yeah.
And also you're a business owner, as you stated, a gas station. But
Yep.
I want to start with the flipping houses part.
Yeah.
Because that's something that's a hot topic.
Yeah.
That's something that a lot of people are always talking about.
Yep.
I want to get involved in the real estate industry. I want to flip houses, but it's not as simple as it may sound.
Yeah.
And in order for you to do something like that, first of all, you need to have some money.
Yeah.
You got to have some money to jump into the flipping.
Yep.
And some people say, well, you could use hard money and you can borrow money, but sometimes that could be a trap in itself.
Yeah, it can be. Can be. All right, so I hear that all the time. Like, people want to get into real estate, people want to like flip houses, and yes, you could get hard money, but I don't advise that you do that. First of all, hard money is very expensive. You know what I mean? And flip. All right, so I always tell people that want to get into this business that this should be something that you do on the side, or unless you have a whole lot of money that you could just do and not really worry about it, because it could soak up a lot of money really, really quickly. So number one. And number two, so I don't advise people to get into this kind of stuff if they don't really love it. You got to really love what you're doing. So you see, my father, he was buying properties 20 years ago, and I used to go with him, and I used to see the way that people are doing, and I just I have a vision for things, and I could see what I could do to a property, and I get these things naturally. So I was good at it, and that's why I'm doing good.
Yeah.
So if you're, if you don't love it, if you're not really, into that kind of stuff, then I don't think that you should do it just because I'm doing it. And you know what, that's the same thing with a lot of other things, Jason, because you know what, a lot of people will be like, oh, I want to own a gas station and stuff like that, and I'm like, don't do it just because I'm doing it. You're not going to be successful. You'll be more successful at doing something that you're good at. You got to figure out what you're good at, and then you got to work on getting better at that, and then you could use that as your competitive edge. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I knew that I was good at retail, so I went into retail, and I practiced on how to be the best I can be in retail, and getting better and better at it. And then once I got really good at it, then I was just using that as my competitive edge, and that's the key, man. That's what happens.
So when you say retail, what type of retail were you selling?
All right, so pretty much I was a manager of Journeys about 12, 15 years ago. I quickly became an area manager for Journeys. It's a shoe store in the mall. I was managing 3 stores over there. And then from there, I left and I was a district manager for Burger King for a little while.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I had the restaurant experience there. I did that for a little while. And then I went into a supermarket, and I was a GM of a supermarket in Westport called the Fresh Market. So the reason why I really went into retail is just pretty much just so I can learn. Well, I always had the skills, and I knew what it takes to become an entrepreneur and own my own business and run my own business. But I just wanted to learn how they do it in corporate. I wanted to learn the coaching, the mentoring, and the leadership skills. And also I kind of wanted to prove it to myself. Like, could I really do this? Like, could I really own a business? Will I be successful running businesses and owning businesses? So when I went into retail and I became so successful at a really, really young age, I was probably like 22 years old, and I became a GM of a supermarket in Westport. And
22 GM?
Yeah, a GM.
Wow.
And I was getting paid pretty well, man. I was getting paid like maybe above 80,000. This is 12 years ago, a year. And I left that to own my own business.
So you know what? And that's a good question though, because you had a job as a GM.
Yeah.
Making 80 plus thousand a year.
Yeah.
That's financial security.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a comfortable place to be.
Yeah.
So for you to let that go and to take the risk of starting your own business,
yeah.
I mean, when you say that was kind of a risky
All right,
decision
so
you made?
Here's what happens. Like, so once I knew that I'm so good at retail, I knew that I got this. I knew I could come back to it anytime. And my father also like kind of pushed me into it. He kind of like did a deal for me. He bought the gas station the one that I own right now, and he knew I had a little bit of money saved up. So he was just kind of like, he just did it and kind of like he forced me into it. So it was good, man. It was good.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I could do it somewhere else and I could do it for a company, I could definitely do all that for myself.
Yeah.
And so there was one thing on my mind that I always had, that I was like, okay, if business doesn't work for any reason, then I could always go back into retail. Because even while I was working at the Fresh Market, I would be getting offers all the time from all different places, all different retailers, Whole Foods, CVS, any big retailer that you name it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would always getting emails from LinkedIn and Indeed, and even though I wasn't ever actively looking, but I knew, once you know and you're good at it, then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. So starting your own business is a risky thing to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you need money, financial substance in order to take that leap
Yeah.
into the business industry. And that's something that you did. But at the same time, did you, and I know you mentioned your dad already, but
Yeah.
but is there anyone that helped you to get to the place where you are right now?
Business wise?
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, my father, I used to go as a young little boy, and he taught me a lot of things, and because of him, I think I fell in love with it. If he hadn't been a businessman, it's in my genetics. And if he wasn't doing business, I probably wouldn't have been in business. I probably would have never even knew that this is what I'm going to be really good at.
Yeah.
I got to try it, because my dad owned businesses, so I would run them. He kind of like threw me into them, and he put me in charge of a lot of things at a really young age. And when I did those, I was like, wow, I'm good at this. I could do this. I know what I'm doing here. Like, this is what I want to do. So, but these days, Jason, it's really not that difficult to start your own business. It's gotten a lot easier with social media taking over. If you're good at something, you really are. You pretty much, you got the phone, and you could just start your business from the phone.
That's true.
Everything is on your phone. If you're a cook, like, I know people that are really good cooks, right? So now they're cooking at home and they're promoting themselves on social media, because advertisement has never been free and so available. So, there's no more excuse as to why you can't start your own business anymore and whatnot. Anybody could start their own business now. It's so much more easier. And there's so much information online if you don't really know what you should do and how you should do it, and you don't have to be big and you don't have to have a lot of money.
So, my question is it, so let's say I might have some money put up and I do have the resources to start a business. Is it best to just take that leap on your own, or is it okay to connect with someone else, to partner with someone else in order to create, what it is that you're trying to establish? So what I'm trying to say is it best to do it alone or to partner with someone else?
I mean, it depends. So if you have a partner that has the same vision, that has the same ideas, that has the same or similar goals, then it's great. But that's going to be really difficult to find. Really, really hard to find. People that are on the same page, that have the same mindset, that want to grow, that can see the vision for the company or whatever the business is. And if you find that, then that's amazing. Like, it will be great. Like, but it has to be, you have to have somebody that's like-minded, that have the same goals as you do, that has the same skill set as you do, or that will add value to what the things that you're trying to do. So you got to really, be careful. You got to really do your homework. You got to really be sure that you're getting into it with the right person. If not, just try to do it on your own. Prove it to yourself first. And, after that, then you can add on partners, and you can always get other people and do ventures and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
But I think in the beginning, it's always a great idea to just do it by yourself. So you're the only one in charge, and you know what I mean? You get to call all the shots, and it's, nobody else's fault but yours. And then you learn from it. And once you're confident enough that one thing works and you're good at it, then you can move on to other different things and do ventures with other people.
So you're a businessman. And with that said, in the era that we're living in right now, we have the Amazon era.
Yeah.
So like, I was at the mall the other day. It's like almost nearly empty, man. Like there's almost no stores left in there open.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your take, your mindset as a business professional when it comes to the effects of Amazon on our local establishments?
Well, so the way I see it is there's going to be, things are just evolving, you know what I mean? We just got to go with the flow. So just go with what's going on right now. Go with what people are liking right now. You just have to change. Businesses are changing. Things are changing. People's demands are always changing. So you just have to change and evolve with that. We're always looking for what's going to be next and how to do business next. And you'll be all right. You know what I mean? They're not going to go anywhere. There's still going to be a lot more opportunity. As a matter of fact, because of this whole COVID thing, I think that there's going to be a lot of opportunity emerging from this. A lot of people that couldn't get businesses before, now they're probably going to be able to get it. Leases are going to be cheaper. Houses are going to be cheaper. Stores are going to be cheaper. Businesses are going to be cheaper. Restaurants are going to come on sale on the market. So if somebody couldn't get into it before, now they can.
That's really good.
And for the people that are doing job market's going to be on fire too. You got to think about, man, the 20 million people that got fired, got furloughed, or left, or got sick, or had to take care of whatever they had to take care of. Those 20 million jobs are going to be coming back. Right now, there's a huge shortage of people, especially in Connecticut and these areas. A lot of people are coming into Connecticut to from all over, especially New York. So we're lucky, we're really fortunate, we're really blessed that we're in Connecticut, and the business market in Connecticut's actually been doing better than, and it's actually been doing pretty well, other than a few, of course, but overall it's pretty good.
Yeah. So when it comes to COVID-19, and being a real estate investor, how has COVID-19 affected your business when it comes to renting out units and your properties and stuff like that? I mean, what kind of an impact? And the reason why I'm asking that is because there's a lot of other people like yourself who live their life based on the income they get from their properties. Yeah. And there's a lot of people who have not been able to pay rent, man.
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't have that problem. Number one, because of COVID-19, a lot of people didn't have their jobs, but a lot of people were getting paid way more than they were making in their jobs. Number one. All right. So that's number one. Number two, there's so many government assistant programs that are out there. People got double what they were getting in unemployment. There's SBA loans available for landlords. If they had a mortgage companies are deferring your mortgage payments. So you just got to be on top of everything. There's there's so much assistance. Everybody's offering. The insurance companies are offering assistance. Credit card companies, electric companies. So if anybody's dealing with any kind of situation like that where they can't make their mortgage payments, call your lender. Right now they're deferring payments for 4 months, 6 months. They have so many other different options. You could refinance and have a lower payment. It's at what, like 2.35 or something like that. The mortgage interest rates right now, they're at the lowest they've ever been. So that's that. If you still having a problem, you could go on the SBA website. I know that local cities and states are offering assistance to landlords, and they're offering assistance to renters.
Yep.
So if you didn't know that, you could go just research. Go on Google. There's tons of information. There's so many different programs that are available. As a matter of fact, I went to go see one of my tenants today, and she gave me an application to sign, and it was something like that. It was like a program from the state. For all those people that were affected by COVID-19, if they couldn't make their rental payments, then they could fill out that form and they're getting assistance. So,
Excellent.
Just go out there and look for that information. It is out there. Okay, so,
So Haas, because we're going to take a quick commercial break, but I'm going to leave you with this thought real quick. A lot of people say work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
When we come back from the break, I want you to give us your philosophy as to that
Good.
statement, all right?
Alrighty.
All right, you guys. So for you guys that are watching live right now, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick commercial break. I have Mr. Haas, all right, Hasain Sheikh, business owner from right here in the city of Bridgeport. He's a real estate investor. And did I pronounce it improperly?
Yeah.
Did I pronounce it
Yeah,
right?
it was good.
Okay, because usually on the show, I destroy people's names. But again, we're going to take a quick commercial break. If you haven't shared this broadcast into your timeline, please do so at this time. Send it to someone that's in your messenger box. Let someone know that we're broadcasting live from our studio, Super Elite Entertainment Studio, right here in downtown Bridgeport. We'll be right back, guys, momentarily. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, welcome to Aces Bail Bonds.
Do you need information regarding bail bonds and the bail bond process? Contact us at Aces Bail Bonds, where we are happy to give you a free bail consultation. You are in capable hands with our reputable agency. For fast, reliable bail bond service, get out of jail fast with Aces Bail Bonds. You can save time and money by calling ahead. We'll have the forms ready for you, with everything handled privately, discreetly, and confidentially at our office. For fast, reliable bail bond service, call Aces Bail Bonds now.
Welcome to Ramirez Restaurant.
Welcome to Spark City Smoke and Vape, located at 815 Lafayette Boulevard, Bridgeport, Connecticut.
All right, Lobemos, gentlemen, Lobemos. All right, you guys, welcome back to Live with Jason Rodriguez. I'm the host of this show, and I was just saying bye to a couple of friends of ours that stopped by here to pay us some respects. Joel from Evolution's Barbershop right here in Bridgeport, man, and love Joel. He's a really good guy, man. But again, we're broadcasting from my studio. I have Mr. Hasain Sheikh, Sheikh, who is here in the studio with me. He's an entrepreneur, business owner. He's a real estate investor. He flips houses. He rents out homes and all that good stuff. Let me bring you back into the picture. I want to acknowledge some of the people that's watching. First of all, I see someone out here named Chloe.
Yeah, that's my wife.
Oh, that's your wife?
Yep.
All right. Well, this is what she's giving you right here. Okay. Hands up, fire,
Nice.
and she put 100. So you're on fire, I
Good
guess.
stuff. Good stuff.
I want to say hi to Carlos Otero, Davey Toby, Muhammad Aklas, Elias Rosario, Zanette Sheikh.
Oh, that's my sister.
Oh, your sister's watching?
Yeah.
How you doing?
What's up? How you doing?
She's watching. And Frankie Cologne. I see Frankie Cologne. He's saying Amazon has the market cornered.
Yeah, yes and no. Yeah, yes
Yeah.
and no.
Omar Carrion is watching. Eddie Aquino, Carmen Yvette Diaz, Martha Cruz, Lucy Coriano, Ty Staples. What's up, State? Tony Gomes, Deborah Williams. How you doing, Deb? I see you watching. Lito
What's up,
Alvarez,
what's up?
my cousin. Officer Capizello.
Capizello.
Yeah, Capizello's watching. He's
Going
saying
on?
good interview. What's up, Cap? Big shout out to Cap, good brother right there. Bridgeport's finest right there. Let's keep going. Maria Rodriguez. So many people are watching, man. We give a big
Yeah.
shout out to all of them because,
Shout out to all you guys.
yeah, man, if it's not for them, we would not be able to be here doing what we're doing, man.
Yeah, man.
So, I left you with that question. Work smarter, not harder. What's your philosophy? What's your take on that statement?
Work smarter and not harder.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think you got to do both. You got to work smart and you got to work hard. You got to work hard, though, man. And nothing good comes out of easy things. Nothing great comes out of like not working hard. I'm still always working hard. I love working hard. You got to love working hard. I mean, that's when you get to the best things. It takes hard work. It takes patience. It takes a lot of sacrifices. You know what I mean? So you got to go through the hard things in order to get to some great things. And a lot of people, what's their definition of working hard too, man? Like, they'll just do a little bit of work and they think that, oh, okay, I've worked so much, and that's not hard work, man. Hard work is like you grinding and you're sacrificing, you're giving up things, and you know what I mean. And that's hard work, man. Consistency, and for a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, that's hard work.
Absolutely.
Not like 40-hour work week. That's not hard work. Hard work is grinding, man. Like weekends and for many, many weeks and months at a time.
Yeah.
That's hard work.
What kind of advice do you have for aspiring entrepreneurs, someone that's watching right now? Because I'm sure there's plenty of them who want to advance. Everybody wants to succeed. Everybody wants to get to a certain level. Like, people look at you, and you're comfortable maybe where you're at.
Yeah.
You probably don't think much of it. I mean, I'm just saying you don't. I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Yeah.
But there's someone else who looks at you and says, "Damn, I want to be like him." What's your advice?
All right, boom. So my advice is, if you think that you're good at entrepreneurship, if you've done it, and that's what you love to do, then do it. Don't do it just because I'm doing it. I think I said that earlier, but you're not gonna do good at it if you just look at me doing it, or you see Jason doing a show and you were like, oh, I want to do a show. You may be doing good, and that's a lot of people are confused when it comes to that. A lot of people are obsessed with the end result of something, right? So they'll see me flipping houses and be like, oh, I want to flip houses, I want to do this and that. But they hate construction part of it. They hate negotiating. They hate being at Home Depot and getting dirty and doing all this kind of stuff. So if you hate doing that, you're not going to do good at flipping houses. So the same thing goes for anything else. Like, just don't do it because you're seeing somebody doing it. If you love, like I love what I do, right? To me, I could go to Home Depot, I could go to Lowe's all day, spend the day there. It excites me to go to Home Depot. It excites me to be dirty and walking into these houses and breaking things and getting clothes dirty and just, being in that environment. I love it. I love negotiating with people. I love designing. I love all aspects of it. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And that's why I'm good at what I'm doing.
Yeah. What's the difference between flipping a house and renting a house? And what I mean by that is, when you see a property and you purchase it.
Yeah.
I mean, what determines I'm going to keep this one and rent it out?
Yeah.
Instead of flipping it and selling it immediately.
All right. So basically, it has to make business sense, right? So if I buy a house, I put an X amount of money into that house and that property, and right after we're done, if I'm getting a good amount of return on that property, I would look at it and be like, okay, well, I could either take this amount now and then apply it towards something else, And then you also have to see what's the rent ratio. So if your rental is good and your return over investment is like 18-20%, like I posted one today, one of my great investments that I made, I bought a townhouse for like 35,000. I put in another 30 into it, 65 grand altogether. It's rented out for 1,400 from day one, the day that we finished the project. It's been rented since then. I got a great tenant in there. So the return is 18% on the investment. So you can't get that every day. So I just kept that one. I'll just hold it. And then me, so far, like most of the stuff that I do, I really put all my heart into it, a lot of hard work into it. So I don't know, man. I end up keeping a lot of my stuff. Man.
Oh, really?
I just end up keeping it. I've been really lucky, man. I get great tenants somehow.
Yeah.
And you got to do good work, man. And when you do good work, you'll attract good tenants. And don't do garbage job and then expect to get a good tenant and expect to get a good return and collect high top dollar rent. All my properties, they're chic properties. They look chic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it doesn't look chic, it's not a chic property.
Difference between a good landlord, or let's say, so the difference. So what's the difference between being a good person? What I mean by good is you taking care of your property, you maintaining everything, and the difference between being a slumlord.
Oh, I mean, there's a huge difference, man. There's that's like night and day. I don't know where do I even begin with that one. Like my properties, I'm a different kind of landlord, man. I'm a business owner. I'm a businessman too. I'm not just a real estate investor. I'm a businessman. I look at it business side. I don't want to get a phone call and say that, oh, the sink is not working, or the door broke, or the lights are not working, or there's a infestation of some sort. So that's why I don't even. Every time I get a property, I clean it, I gut it, I give them everything brand new. So I know there's nothing to worry about for 2 years. I'm just gonna go there, boom, collect my rent, and focus on my other projects. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. Most of these slumlords, they shouldn't even be in the business. Like, seriously, you know what I mean? Like, go find a different business. If you don't want to do the maintenance, you don't want to come by and fix things, you don't want to make them look good, and they're in the wrong business, man. They're just there just because they don't. I guess they thought it'll be easy, and they'll get a good rent, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then they don't want to ever do anything about it.
Yeah. That's I mean, it's unfortunate because even here in the city where we're from, you drive through and you see a lot of properties, man, that you're like, does someone really live in that house? And these people, it's occupied. It's people living in houses that look like they should be condemned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, man. But we're fixing them one at a time, man. You know what? We need some of those guys because, if they let those properties, shit to bed, then we come in and we buy them at a good price, and it gives us something to do. And you know what I mean? I need more of those.
So when you see a property, and I'm sure you're always on there looking for a deal. Looking at.
So here's the key. Like people are always asking me, so Haas, how do you find this deal? How did you come across this deal and that deal? I'm like, you know why? I'm always looking, and you're always got to stay prepared. Always, I'm always looking and I'm always preparing myself because success happens when preparation meets opportunity. Okay, so you can't just. They don't just fall from the sky. You know what I mean? You got to be always looking. I'm always looking, even if I don't need something or I'm not ready for it. I'm still looking. Because you never know.
Yeah.
And that way, when you do find that one thing that you were looking for, you're ready for it. You've been preparing for it. You've been planning for it, and that's how you found it. Like you keep looking.
You find a house that, let's say it's your first property, 4-family house. You find it for maybe $250, $260.
Yeah.
You take $80,000 as your down payment.
Yeah.
To invest.
Yep.
I mean, how long would it take you to get your money back before you start benefiting from the purchase? So I'm saying, you catch what I'm saying? So I'm gonna buy a house.
Yeah.
Cost $300,000 investment property.
Yeah.
I invest 40, 50, 60,000 into
Yeah.
it, meaning my 20%, 30, whatever I want to put down.
Yeah.
How long would it take for me to get that deposit that I invested on that property back before I start?
Well, it all depends on what the rent is. I mean, if you got a good deal, then you could probably make that 40 grand back in a year. Maybe it could happen. And, I see those situations. It depends on what the rent roll is. Really, that's all it is. Because if you're getting so on a $300,000, if you put down $100,000, Your rent roll is $3,600 after mortgage, interest, and insurance. You're taking home $1,500, which is $18,000 a year. So that's how it works out. So you're getting a return of 12, 15, 18%.
Gotcha.
In Bridgeport, we're doing pretty good. We're getting, my average return over investment is around like 18 to 20%.
Nice.
Yeah, but I build the value in it too. Like, you know what I mean? I don't do what every other person is doing. I don't do what every other house flipping guy is doing either. You got to come to one of my properties. I'm actually working on a few right now. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I see the stuff that you post.
Yeah.
I mean, I see the before and after.
Yeah.
You're buying stuff that's in terrible condition.
Yeah.
And by the time you're done with it, it's like looks like a little mini mansion.
Yeah.
Because I see what you're putting in there. You're putting in the best.
You already
You're putting
know,
the
man.
best. Yeah, I see it.
Listen, if you do an average job, you're going to be compared with the average house, which 99% of the people are already doing. If you're going to do something special, there's nothing to compare you with. Or if you do get compared, you're going to be getting compared to the top 2-3%. And it's hard to put a value on that. Don't do what everybody else is doing. I do what I do. You know what I mean? I'm putting my skills, I'm putting myself on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I want to be compared with the top 5%.
Chic flavor.
Yeah, it's a chic flavor. It's a chic property. So I want to be compared and valued with the top 5%, the top 2%, 3%.
So listen,
build that value. You got to build it.
the real estate market has exploded in the past year.
Oh, especially in Bridgeport, man. In
So
Connecticut,
how
yeah.
good has it been to you?
Amazing, man. Thank God I've been blessed. I'm so thankful, grateful. I'm actually closing on a commercial, one of my first commercial properties that I'm buying in Bridgeport. So I'm excited about that.
Is that the one that I'm going to be moving the studio to?
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Possibly. I got some visions for that.
Yep.
You know what? You got to have a vision and a plan for everything that you do. So I always have a vision, a plan, a goal. That's what it comes down to, man. Having visions, a plan, setting goals, setting timelines to reach those goals. Having the end results in mind every day and then working towards it every day.
So other investors who I know, they have a team of people who do a certain amount of things for them. Like they got one team who collects the rent, one team who does all the maintenance, one team who demolishes, who builds up. So what's your approach? Do you have a team of different people handling things for you, or you prefer to do the majority of the work yourself?
Yeah, no, in order to be successful in this business, you got to have a team. I am pretty hands-on with everything. Like I do a lot of the stuff. I do the designing all by myself. I select everything myself. I do the contracts all by myself. I pretty much communicate with all my tenants myself. I mean, I'm not there yet where I need somebody to collect rents and stuff like that. I'm not at 150 or and like that. We're getting there soon. But so far I can manage it. But I do have good people, and you do need other people to do some of the work. You got to have a good team that's on your side, in case, and that way you could focus on getting other properties, building, and doing all the other things that you want to do. So you got to have good people. That's key. Yeah. In this business too. Yeah.
Absolutely. So with that said, we're gonna take another quick break. All right. Boom. All right, you guys. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. When I come back, I'll continue on my conversation with Mr. Hasain, I know. Yep. Hasain Sheikh, who's here in the studio. We'll be right back momentarily, guys. Don't go anywhere. Looking for custom wheels? Looking for quality and professional service? Do you need a flat tire repaired? Are you looking for a $45 alignment and the lowest prices in the state? Come to Perez Tire Center, located in the city of Bridgeport. At Perez Tire Center, we take pride in our selection and service. We are never short on inventory, and we give you the best guaranteed lowest prices up front. At Perez Tire Center, we slash the competition and will beat the other guys. Financing is available and no credit check is needed. We also install batteries and tires on recreational vehicles, trailers, and motorcycles. If you need it, we got it. Perez Tire Center is open 7 days per week, located at 72 Knowlton Street in the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. All right, guys, welcome back to Super League Entertainment again. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez, broadcasting from the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, and I have Mr. Haas
Yep.
here in the studio with me tonight. We've been having a blast. We've been talking about real estate investment,
Yeah.
flipping houses, owning houses, renting houses,
Yeah.
entrepreneurship, and so many other things we've been talking about. But you know what, Haas?
Too bad
I'm
we
gonna-
only have an hour, man, because I could go on and on and on about this. We need
Oh,
like
yeah.
a 4-hour show. Give me a 4-hour show.
But we're gonna pump the brakes and we're gonna change gears a little bit.
Yeah.
My question is, tell us about the monster salad, man. Your monster salad.
What? You see that? Yeah, man. You got to try to eat healthy. I try to eat healthy because I feel like food has a big impact on how you perform, how you feel, and how your mood is, and the outcome. And food is a big thing, man. And if you eat clean, you'll feel better. You could work better. You can think better. You could think clearer. You eat heavy food and greasy food and unhealthy food, and you'll feel sluggish and tired and fatigued, and I don't like to feel that way. So I try to keep a clean diet as much as I can, whenever I can, and it's good, man.
I see that fitness has been a part of your life for a long time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've seen your pictures, and I know lately you've been training at a gym, I believe in Black Rock. All right, a boxing gym. So I listen.
Shout out to my boys, Gifted Hands.
Gifted Hands. So I'm not sleeping you. I've been seeing you. You. So basically, we're gonna have to jump in the ring and spar each
Let's
other.
do
man.
this. Give me like 6 months. Hey, yo, Joe, you heard that? Joe, get me ready.
No, but again, for you guys that are watching, if you're just tuning in, this is Mr. Hasain Sheikh. He's a real estate investor, flips houses, owns houses, and also he's a businessman. He has a couple of businesses here in the city of Bridgeport. And basically, we've just been talking about, homes and properties, and he's just been giving out a great wealth of advice, man. So if you're just tuning in and you missed the first part of the show, you can always tune back into it after we get done right here on Facebook. You can always watch it on YouTube, or you can simply listen to the show on our podcast, whether it's Anchor, Spotify, Google Radio, whatever the case may be, while you're driving to work. Haas gave out some really great advice tonight, man. So you know what I want to do, Haas, is because we're coming down to the conclusion of the show, we're starting to wind down.
Yeah.
I want to provide you with an opportunity to speak directly to the viewing audience. Any advice, any encouragement, any motivation, anything impacting that you want to speak to the viewing audience right now is your opportunity. All right,
guys. So basically, my only advice is, figure out the things that you're good at. Try to get better at those things that you're good at already. Once you figure that out, you can use that as your competitive edge. Love what you do, do what you love, and you'll do good. Pretty much, that's that.
all right, and that's advice 101 from Mr. Haas, business owner from right here in Bridgeport, man. So Haas, what I want to do is I want to shift gears a little bit now. I'm going to hit you off with what I call the shotgun questions. You ready for those?
Let's do it.
But I was thinking while you were talking, you know what? Maybe I think we should do something like this every 6 months. Maybe have you come back
Yeah.
in a couple of months so that we can talk more about all the stuff we've been talking about,
Yeah.
but adding
Yeah.
some more things to
Adding
it.
more. Yeah, we could go more in detail with all the topics. Like, we could select one topic and go more in depth in how to begin a real estate or how to start up a business and how to better your, self in those areas, or what they should do or shouldn't do, and whatever I think that worked for me that could possibly help you guys out. Yeah, sure.
Absolutely, man.
You
And
can't cover all of that in one hour.
yeah, and then it's funny though, because I invite people to the show and they're like, I can't do the hour. I could do 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And imagine, 30 minutes is a blink. Just
Yeah.
it went by that quick. We were sitting
Yeah.
here talking about, man, we've been on 30 minutes already?
Yeah.
It goes by so fast. So an
Yeah.
hour, it's not
Yeah.
enough time either.
Look, man, when you're talking to somebody that is passionate about the things that they do, we could sit here and talk about it all night. You know what I mean? You're talking about goals, you're talking about plans, you're talking about inspiring, you're talking about the journey. We could go on and on about this all night long, man. This is this is like, I love this conversation. Like, I could have this all day, any day, with anyone.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
Absolutely. And we want to thank the viewing audience that's watching.
Thank
For
you guys,
example,
yeah.
I want to say a big shout out to Carmen Ayala. I see you watching, Carmen. Hasain Sheikh.
That's my brother.
That's your brother. He's
Yeah.
saying the bomb salad.
Yo.
Actually, my mother's watching way out there in Florida. She's saying, does he need a person to stage the houses so he can sell them?
Bring it. Bring it.
Let's see who else. We want to say hi to Roberto Padro. Roberto Padro, who's watching. Loco Lloyd Clout is saying, on the grind.
Yo.
You know, it's always a grind, man. You know, and in order to advance, in order to get somewhere, man, you got to grind it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you
yeah.
got to push.
Push.
All right, Maria Figueroa's watching.
Push yourself, man. You got to push yourself. You're not really getting it too far without pushing yourself. I push myself every day to get to the next level. You got to keep on pushing, man. Like, don't get comfortable. You know, that's when it starts to go down. You know, it can't be comfortable. You got to keep on moving forward, keep on pushing to grow, pushing to get better yourself, better your business, better your relationships.
Absolutely. And we also have Mommy Sheikh.
Oh, that's a cousin of mine, yeah.
Oh, that's your cousin? All right, I thought that was your mom.
No.
And yeah, but you know, big shout out to all of you guys that are watching. I see you as well, Melissa Mel. I see you, Wanda Flores is saying, success is taking risk and embracing opportunities.
And yeah, as far as risk is concerned, I know that you guys hear taking risk all the time, risk this, risk that. Listen, yeah, take risks, but calculated risks. Have a strategy, have an exit strategy, okay? Do your homework, do your research, and especially if you're going to get into a property, like, let me just add to that, risk factor. Okay, yeah, so it is risky, but you got to have your exit strategy. Like, what could I do if it doesn't work out? How much is it going to be worth? You got to do all your homework, all your research, take risks, but take calculated risks, not blind risk. You can't just be like, oh, you know, I think taking risks is a good idea because everybody says that it's a good idea to take a risk, and let me just take it. No. You don't just take it. You know, we do our homework. We're doing our research. We're doing we're coming up with strategies, a plan, exit plan, everything, and then you go. That's called taking a risk. It's not just taking a risk just to take it.
You know, with the flipping houses part, I tend to hear people say that they put a time limit on themselves.
Yeah.
They want to, you know, they purchase a house, they want to remodel the house, and they want to flip it and sell it within, you know, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days.
Yeah.
I mean, is that really possible to do?
It's possible. Like I've done houses in 30 days, but I don't care. I don't really even know anybody in real life that actually really does do it. That's only on TV. It's all a bunch of, you know what I mean? But, you know, take your time with it, man. Like, what's the big deal? Like, if you're going to be into that business, the real estate business is for the patient people. It's a lengthy, long process. I'm working on houses. Sometimes it takes me 9 months, a year. You know what I mean? This whole like 3-month flip, 2-month flip, I don't do those, and I don't really know many people who do. You know, especially if you're going to do a good job, unless you're on TV and stuff. Like, I don't know how they do it, but maybe they do and it works for them. But in real life, I don't really think it works.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. That's some good advice. I just wanted to hear that for myself because on TV, that's where you see it at. You know, flipping this in 30 days, 30-day flip.
I don't know, why. Why would you want to, like, what's the rush, man? Like, what's the rush if it takes you 90 days? There's enough money to be made in real estate anyways. Why in 30 days? I don't get that part either. I don't understand it. Yeah, don't go by these shows, man. There's a lot of like false and BS information and they'll misguide you, and a lot of it's far from reality, man. It's really not, all what you see.
All right. So with that said, Haas, we are gonna jump into the shotgun questions.
Oh shoot, we
all
still got those. We're coming to that.
That is the finale. All right. So the first one is, what's your favorite song?
Holding On by Pascal Jr.
That's right, and that's a song that you made me put on as soon as you walked into the studio. Dude, he was like,
I needed to get motivated, man. Music motivates me, man. And shout out to Pascal, man, for making such great songs. And he has a couple of new ones out there too. Go listen to him. It's called So Kind and Touch My Soul.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and we were listening to all of those as we were sitting here getting ready for the show. Favorite movie?
Priming ourselves.
Priming ourselves?
Yeah, that's what we were doing.
Oh yeah.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
Batman, of course. The Dark Knight.
Yeah, that is a good one.
I
gotta agree with you on that one.
Not a big movie guy, but I don't know many. I've never really, businessmen really don't have times for movies and shows and stuff like that, or games. Even growing up, I never really played games. I never really knew who the cartoons were and the new things because we were always just focused on business and work and stuff like that.
Favorite sport?
Bodybuilding.
Okay.
And now boxing is becoming the second favorite
right.
sport because the only thing I regret is not starting it sooner. I mean, it kicks your ass, man. Like really.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I thought that I've been into working out for all these years and I know, but really, man, like this was something that really, I was like shocked. I was like, wow.
If you want to lose weight instantly, immediately,
Yeah.
you start a training regimen of
Boxing,
a
yeah.
boxer, and you see all that weight just shred right
yeah.
off you.
That's what I'm trying to do right now
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite car?
Favorite car right now, my favorite car is the new Jeep that I just bought.
Uh-huh.
The Vader, the Jeep Limited X. That's my favorite car right now.
Absolutely, and I got to say, I seen your Jeep.
Yeah.
It's fire. I like
Thanks,
it.
brother.
I like it. Favorite thing you like to read?
Favorite thing I like to read is it's probably got to be like all these other like influencers and business entrepreneurs and stuff like that. I love reading about them. Love reading about their stories. I love reading about how they overcame some of their challenges, and it makes me actually understand more of some of the things that I'm doing and why I'm going through some of the things that I'm going through. I've learned a lot by just looking at these other people that are doing the same thing that I'm doing, and I recommend that you do the same thing too. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, look at other people and seeing how they're doing it and what the challenges they had, and that'll give you a confirmation if you're doing it right or wrong or whatever it may be.
Absolutely. Favorite thing you like to do?
Listen to music.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You like
Listen to-
Spanish music too. I
Yeah,
know
I
that
like
you've been
that.
listening to
Yeah,
reggaeton a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's music, working out, of course, eating at nice places. Now I have 2 boys, so I love spending time with my boys, and being with family.
That's right. And let's give a plug in to our buddy who owns Brazas.
Yeah.
That's one of our favorite spots right now, man. We
yeah.
always forever go.
We might be heading there soon.
Yeah. What's your favorite word you like to use?
Favorite word?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Favorite word? Entrepreneur.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What noise or sound do you love to hear the most?
Sound of some sort of a race car. I love that sound. Nice exhaust and nice car of any kind. I like the sound of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Final question. Other than your current profession, if you was able to do it all over again, what would you do?
I would probably just do the same thing that I'm doing. I would have probably just started a lot earlier. You know what I mean? I would have probably changed my circle, changed my ways a lot earlier. And I would have been better than I am today. I would have just did the same thing though. I probably wouldn't do anything else. I probably would be doing this, what I'm doing now.
Excellent, man. All right, brother. I think we come to the conclusion of the show.
Damn.
I mean, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I know I did. I know I learned a lot.
It's been real.
From
It's
you.
been a blast.
I know sometimes it's not easy to come in here and to sit underneath the bright lights.
Yeah.
And, all the other stuff that's surrounding us in here, man.
Yeah.
But so, what do you think about tonight?
Listen, man, it's been a pleasure, dude. It's been fun. It's been cool. It's been really exciting, and I'm looking forward to coming back maybe in a couple months and doing this again. It's been a great experience.
Absolutely.
It's all about gaining experiences. Life is all about experiencing different things, learning, growing, meeting people, networking, great people like this, and you never know, man. It's great stuff.
Absolutely, man. So, Haz, I truly appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you,
Your
brother.
willingness to come into
Thanks for having me,
the
man.
studio
It's been
to
great.
sit on the hot seat.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you know someone that should be featured on our show, if they should be here on the hot seat for an interview,
Yeah.
you know what? Feel free to refer them to me. The same way for you that are watching right now, the viewing audience. If you know someone that should be featured on in our show, all you got to do is just reach out to me through direct message. You can reach out to me through Facebook, Instagram, even on YouTube, or you can go onto our website at www.supereliteentertainment.com and send me their information. And in turn, I will contact that person, and we hopefully will get them here into the studio. But Wanda Flores, who I know who is way out in Florida, she is saying great interview.
Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
And Giovanni Alvarez, who's going to be on the show in a couple of weeks. He's an umpire. He's saying, hola, saludos a todos. How you doing, Giovanni? Thank you for tuning in. And Surfyan Sheikh is saying, yeah, baby, Pascal.
Yeah.
Javier Ramos, a childhood friend of mine, is saying, real estate has been good to me.
Yeah.
You know, it could be good to you.
Yeah.
If you're willing to put the work in.
Exactly, yeah. And if you got into it for the right reasons and you did your research, you did your homework, you're doing the right things, and you're not going to fail. You know, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Real estate is overall, it's a little bit more secure than a lot of other. It's less riskier than, but you know, you could actually lose big too if you don't know what you're doing. So be careful.
Absolutely. And then finally, Eric Ortiz is saying great advice. Clocky saying, what up, Rodriguez? Good job, bro. Clark. Oh, okay. Clark. How you doing, brother? Thank you for tuning in. Bruli De Leon is saying exactly. I guess she's agreeing to everything that you're talking about. And then Hasain Sheikh is saying push it to the limit. And that's what we do every single day, man. We push hard, we grind, and in order to succeed, in order to produce substance, I mean, you got to be willing to pay the price. Hard work and dedication does pay off, man.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
So with that said, thank you for coming to the studio, Haas.
We'll be back
God
with
bless
some
you,
better
brother.
topics soon, my man.
We'll be back in
go in depth,
You know what, we'll do it again in a couple of months.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
You know, I said 6 months earlier, but we could do it before that.
Yeah, we're going to
could do it
come and
before
touch
that.
up on some other really interesting, cool stuff.
Yeah, and then you can update us on that commercial property that you're in the works of
Yes.
buying. You never know. We might have this
studio there, yeah.
moving over there.
Yeah.
You know, bigger and better location. But even though this is a good location right here, I'm happy with our location in downtown
this is
Bridgeport.
nice. Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
Time to go downstairs to those places, right there.
Uh-huh.
Lit up.
All right, you guys. So again, I want to thank each and every one of you who tuned in tonight. As you know, that is a show that we do each and every week, every Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock. We broadcast live from our studio, which is located right here in downtown Bridgeport. This is a community platform. We love to present to you information that will give you some hope, some inspiration, words of advice. That's our goal, to interview influential people from throughout the state of Connecticut. For example, like Mr. Haas, who is a business owner, real estate investor, and he also flips houses right here in the city of Bridgeport. So if you know someone that should be featured on our show, go onto our website at www.supereliteentertainment.com. Send me their information. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please follow us. Click that friend request. I will accept it immediately once you send it to me. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I hope you learned tonight. I hope you got something out of everything my good friend Hasain Sheikh has shared with you and me. Again, we'll be back next Tuesday night. Same time, same place, same channel, from right here in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, doing it as we do. You guys have a good night. Stay safe, and we'll see you next Tuesday night. God bless.